Hello, everybody. Glad to have you here, Stando. How's it going? So, for this stream, I'm going to be doing something a little different. Because this stream, I don't plan on playing a game. I might change my mind as we go along and save it for the second half, but for the first half, kind of want to do an overview of the sodas I've had, or the pops I've had so far through each of the intermissions, because I find it like a cool little oh shoot, Bruce Gillis back here got in the little hoodie. Yeah, each intermission I decided to have either a limited edition flavor or just a weird flavor of pop that I think makes for a fun time. But one of the main issues I've had with it so far is that I have not been great at saying my full thoughts on each of the drinks. Most of my thoughts have ultimately come down to, oh, yep, that's this flavor. So, I feel like having a constant running tier list like this will help me fix that. So, I'm going to be doing a lot of this on memory, just because I don't want to be some of these I don't want to be spending more money on. That, and I feel like these are just not, or yeah, some of these aren't worth the money, and I don't want to be spending double on pops that I've already had, that just for a tier list, let alone because I'm probably gonna have so much drink. I would have so much to drink that it would fucking destroy me. So, for the first one, start with Starlight. So, I don't think I did this before streams, but I feel like let's fucking go. So for the Starlight, I did not have this on stream. I had this before the streams, or either before the streams started or before I decided to have this as a running joke or a running theme. That said, I feel like it's worth like the mentions purely because of how much I was disgusted by it. I hated Starlight. To be fair, this is the zero sugar variant, which I had. I hated Starlight. I remember it being dark. I remember it being, I couldn't put the words together to really form my thoughts on it as I was drinking it, other than dark. It was not a pleasant, I couldn't stand it. Yeah, I remember, yeah, after looking it up, cotton candy, I was thinking berries when I was drinking it, but even still, the taste was just, I didn't like the vanilla cotton candy berry flavor. None of it went together in a way I liked. I found it just disgusting. I was able to get through it. I was able to sit my way through it, but by the end of it, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not buying this again. So for that one, I'm honestly thinking D tier. Yeah, I'm honestly sorry, Foxy, but as much as you like it, I don't understand the appeal. So, moving on up. Let's go to our first one that we've had on stream. Bam. We got Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot. Going along with Sandovar's comment of starting the list hot. Yeah, I know, this is my Starlight opinion, too controversial. I'm gonna get canceled over it. So, Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew, I didn't understand the hate. Is it something I would actively seek out? Is it something I would actively want in most situations? Probably not. But at the same time, I don't understand why people were like, oh, this ruined my desire to have limited edition drinks or whatever. It's not that bad. Sandovar is saying around D tier. Mostly for the bite at the end. And on some level, I agree, but I don't think the bite is that bad. I don't think it's awful. I think the flavor is fine. I think the Flamin' Hot is a really nice gimmick that I found the gimmick to be kind of interesting while not being like the biggest deal. So honestly, I don't love it, but it's something I would be perfectly fine if it were offered to me. If I were offered Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew, I wouldn't turn it down. And for that, I'm probably gonna put it in C tier. So, moving on up, let's go to, let me move that by, Peach Ring G Fuel. I understand the dogs are hearing my sibling come back. Anyway, Peach Ring G Fuel. So I had this while playing Sonic Riders? And it is, nah, puppies are downstairs. So, the story behind Peach Ring G Fuel, Foxy will be 100% aware of this. This thing probably nearly killed me. I think Bank also was aware of this because I was texting. I had it in the can. I was telling Bank about the situation about this, and this probably nearly killed me. Because on some level, Foxy convinced me, which, mind you, not blaming Foxy at all, or not too much for this, because I was 100% on for it. We had the Foxy convinced me, let's fucking chug this. Oh, I'm not, yeah, Foxy's saying it's their fault. I'm not pushing that hard on that, because I 100% went for it too. There was no resistance on that either. Foxy caught in 4K. So, yeah, this probably was pretty close to giving me heart attack, caffeine poisoning, all that. And Foxy shows up on stream, encourages friend to consume 300 milligrams of caffeine, refuses to elaborate, leaves. You forgot the You forgot the part where you also dunked on Sonic as I was playing Sonic Riders, so. And then leaves. Anyway, yeah, this probably nearly killed me. Because I was tasting colors by the end of the stream. I was pacing for the rest of the day. This was awful. I'm putting it in B tier. Honestly, the drink itself is fine. The way I drank it, probably less so. Not the best way to consume G Fuel, I'll admit. Yeah. Damn, going with the hot take that all Sonic games are mid. You know what? I'd be fine with saying. Yeah, Coke Starlight tastes dark D tier. G Fuel almost killed me B tier. Yeah, you know, I'm 100% here for the experience though. Like Coke Starlight, I would never seek out again, knowing that G Fuel. Damn, calling me racist for my soda opinions. Anyway, yeah, the peach flavor was fine. The peach flavor was not too overbearing, not too sweet, but it was fine. Damn, y'all really coming at me with not me being racist for Starlight opinions. Cool. So, anyway, yeah, the peach flavor was fine. It wasn't like too sweet. It wasn't overbearing. It was fine. I would happily drink it again if I was in the mood for a G Fuel. And I almost bought it again. I almost bought Coke Starlight a second time for the stream. See, not racist over here. Howdy. Yeah, got the face cam going. I have it going for any of the soda parts. So let's move right on to Purple Thunder. Now, I brought this up with Sandovar a while back before. Comparing Mountain Dew products is frustrating in a weird way. Because Mountain Dew has an original flavor, and then several other flavors that have no continuation, nothing relating them together other than intensity. They are all the same. They are all relatively the same power of. They're almost all the same power. They just have different flavors punching behind that. I mean, yeah, while they do have a little bit of citrus behind it, it's still just oftentimes you can have like any other flavor of Mountain Dew and it would be perfectly fine as its own drink. Which brings me to Purple Thunder. It was a fine berry plum drink. It had the same intensity as any other Mountain Dew. It's not a flavor I usually see on the shelves or taste on whatever pops I usually have. I know they brought back New Coke for was it addressing Mage Click's comment. I know they brought back New Coke for, wasn't it Stranger Things, briefly? I'd be happy to try it again, but I have a feeling it's just gonna be, yep, it's Coke but sweeter or something like that. Wasn't it just slightly sweeter and people were like, ew? Anyway, back to Purple Thunder. Yeah, it's a nice flavor, or it's a good flavor that usually, it's a good flavor that I don't typically see on the market. And that's about it. I mean, this is not the Buffalo Wild Wings flavor. This is a standalone can that you can buy at, is it 7-Elevens? It's either 7-Eleven, no, it's Circle K's. I think it's Circle K's. I think that's why I got this. Going with Circle K on that. Yeah, but yeah, the Purple Thunder, it's available at Circle K's and it's good. It's not like I would go to Circle K specifically for good, but it's good. There are very few drinks I would actively seek out, but it's good. So I'm gonna put that in B tier for that. But I'll have to reorganize this to make it a little more even sometime after stream, but I just thought Foxy Star Fox going with original Dr. Pepper's triple S tier. You know what? I'd be inclined to agree. Dr. Pepper's great. Anyway, let's go on to something less great. Faygo Candy Apple. Had this last stream. Had this last stream, and the flavor was interesting. It was really a fun flavor to have. Candy apple's fun. But as Standavar is saying, yeah, it's too sweet. It's too much. I'm debating on my own ranking system because I don't think I would turn this down. I think there are very few drinks that I would actively ignore and turn down. I think this one I would question it. I would question if I would want it again. But it wouldn't be an absolute no, I hate this, fuck this. Which is what I'm thinking I would reserve the I'm reserving the F tiers for I'm hating that. I'm never having this again. No matter if it's free, no matter who's giving it to me, fuck this. So for Candy Apple, I feel like the flavor is fine on its own. Like it does a really good job at emulating the Candy Apple flavor, but it is really powerful. It is way too sweet. It is too much to really bear. So for me, this would go into the I don't like this, and I'd probably never, I would at least question if I want to deny this. So it's not a 0% chance that I would turn this down. So for that, that's putting me somewhere between D and E. And I'm questioning which one if I would prefer Starlight to this. And I'm inclined to say No, I would be, or let me try that again. I would be fine, or just as fine with both of them. Putting that there. Alright. So that brings us to the final one for today, which is a flavor I'm just having for the first time now. Ghost Swedish Fish. So I have not had Swedish Fish in a long time. I was a kid when I last had them. And I remember them being a tolerable candy. They weren't particularly so Foxy or Foxy's saying best Faygo probably D tier below. I'm sorry, I'm disagreeing hard on that. I'm probably gonna have another Faygo going sometime in the future because I find it interesting that it's limited to very few stores, primarily in Detroit. But Faygo is I have quite a few Faygo flavors that I love. Like the one that comes to mind for me is the raspberry blueberry. It is great. You know, that's I don't know how to argue with that, Foxy. That's just something I fundamentally disagree on. It does not taste like poverty. What? Anyway, I'm gonna leave Sando to deal with, or to bring his argument, because I know he's gonna bring his video on that. So, anyway, I have not had Swedish Fish in ages. It's been, I must have lived in Monroe back when I last had them. It's been that long. Because I think I moved out here 14. Anyway, I don't remember what redfish or what these Swedish Fish taste like. It has been that long, so I'm curious if this will bring back the memory. I also do like the attention to detail. The scales on here are textured, which is a weird experience. Like, I like the textured can, just so it's more grip and all that. But at the same time, the texture just... It's not, on one hand it's nice, it's on another hand it's a little bit of a weird sensory experience. Anyway, let's get to the actual drink. So I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did with the fucking G Fuel. I'm gonna sip on this. I'm gonna take my time with it. I'm not gonna kill myself for a pop here. Okay, yep. That's Swedish Fish. Yep, that... I understand still the only 2/3 the caffeine, but I'd still rather not have two coffees going through me all at once. Yeah, that's Swedish Fish. Is it cherry? Foxy, I don't need you being the devil on my shoulder trying to convince me to chug this. But yes, you saying Sandoval saying Swedish Fish is just diet Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, at least with this, I can definitely get on board with that assessment. Whether or not that's accurate to whether or not that's actually accurate to the food, that that said, I was expecting to hate this. Like, yeah, I don't love this, but I was expecting this to be like what is it, Reese's? What was it? The Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup coffee creamer. I was expecting this to be like, why is this a drink? Bad. Like, I could see me enjoying this. I can finish this can. I can finish this can without having to force it, you know? Which is much better than I could say for at least two of the things on the tier list. Yeah, there are Sour Patch ghosts as well. I was more just taken aback by the Swedish Fish one because I remember Swedish Fish just being kind of this plain candy that I didn't love, but I was okay with. I was on good terms with. Yeah, this is plenty drinkable. This is good. State of our Foxy, I've never seen the love for Swedish Fish. The last time I've seen anything about Swedish Fish before seeing this was probably, as I said, probably back when I was in like Monroe or something. They're fine. Yeah, Swedish Fish are fine. They feel like if Sour Patch Kids were running, this is walking. This is fine. So having this, I'm a little. I'm sure I'd probably like the Warheads or the. I'd probably like the Warheads or the Sour Patch Kids ones more. But I'm happy with this. This is good. Yes, I'm in agreement with Warheads being the only truly sour one. But this, I don't know if it's just the Ghost branding or Ghost's typical brand. This has a little bit of a sourness to it. It's not like it's nowhere near Warhead, but it has a little bit of a pull on it. Foxy saying that mango and other non-licensed flavors are legit disgusting. I'm looking forward to tasting those. You know, one thing I was not expecting to do or to have happen to me when I started this running thing was to see reports on flavors coming up from big soda companies and just think, oh shit. Because I recently, y'all are talking about like raw sewage Faygo and the other flavors of Ghost, and I recently saw an article. It came up on my Google over here because there's, excuse me, Captain Crunch milk powdered protein. What? Anyway, I saw an article about like how Mountain Dew was introducing some flavors like pickle or s'mores. They had a few different berry ones, and I was over here shaking in my boots because I knew if that was a real thing, which thankfully so far has been unlikely to be true. But if that were a real thing, I know I would have to try it here. Like, I'd have to be on stream just to have Mountain Dew pickle. I don't care if I like pickles or not. Who the fuck wants pickle fucking Mountain Dew? So far, so having the realization that I'm going to be afraid of whatever Mountain Dew, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Dr. Pepper, whoever releases, realizing that I'm putting a little bit of trust in them not to fuck me over like this. It's an experience. So I'm gonna set that down for a minute because I keep on sipping on it and I know I'm gonna be absolutely destroying myself with it. So where is... I need to actually grab the drink here. Because I should have been a little bit better in grabbing the actual image before I started this, but whoops. So let me just do it the lazy way. And add that here. Cool. So honestly, I was not aware that they had hard. I feel like I heard that they had hard Baja Blast, but like alcohol. I feel like I heard Mountain Dew was doing alcoholic drinks somewhere, but anyway, yeah, this is perfectly drinkable. I'd seek this out again. Like, I'm not a huge energy drink fanatic. I don't have them often. Like, the last one I had was the G Fuel. But I would. This is totally serviceable. I would have this. I would happily seek this out again. Put that in A tier. The Hard Mountain Dew was just. Was it? Or you're saying the Hard Mountain Dew was not mind blowing? Hate to spoil it for Sandovar, but here we are. That said, I think I'm gonna yeah, a lot. That's been my kind of MO for all this. A lot of these drinks are just, hey, I'm curious how either good or awful these are. I mean, they didn't have, yeah, they don't have a new Mountain Dew. They Coke was so good that they had new Coke, but they don't have a new Mountain Dew. They just had to go with a bunch of different flavors to try to compete with it. So, all that said, I understand this was a briefer stream and a one that I don't anticipate keeping. I don't anticipate this being like a regular thing. I anticipate revisiting this tier list on a. I anticipate this tier list being a running thing for each intermission, but it's just so I can kind of express my feelings way better than I have been in the past. But I appreciate y'all popping in, saying hi, and giving your opinions on a lot of these drinks. So that said, I think I'm gonna call that a stream. I understand it was a shorter one, but great having y'all here. And I appreciate all your thoughts and everything.